Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are, wherever you're coming from. Hello, hello, and welcome. I got an interesting question the other day. It actually wasn't directed at me, but it was something I ended up jumping into. It was a conversation on a social media website about why is it that network marketers seem to be so secretive. And just so you guys know, this is spur of the moment. I just decided that this would be a good conversation for us to have here at Top Networkers Group, uh, topnetworkersgroup.com, where we've been helping network marketers since 2010, regardless of what company you're in, regardless of your level of experience. We have information and insight that's going to help you, and this is going to help you as well because if you're prospecting, many of your prospects feel the exact same way. Many people who I've trained and taught um, how to do this business the right way refuse to do it the right way and then struggle with their results. I'm going to explain what that means in just 1 second. Please pay close attention. I'm telling you, this is going to help you so much. So, for example, what is the right way to okay? So, what really is the right way to promote a network marketing opportunity? There are a lot of opinions on this. Even mine have sort of gone back and forth, but I've always stuck to what I've learned originally and initially, and I've always found that works the best. Okay, so as you guys are reading on the screen here, this is rule number one of prospecting. Prospecting, in other words, going out, talking to people, seeing who's interested and or open to an opportunity to earn more income, who's open to a way to double their income, to subsidize their income. There are so many ways that you could phrase this question, and it's a little vague. Okay. However, again, the goal when you're recruiting, when you're building your team, is to say as little as possible to as many people as possible. Now, that's the right way to go about it. Okay. So, for example, sometimes as network marketers, we will promote an opportunity and we'll say very little about what we're doing. So, if I'm promoting a fantasy sports opportunity, I may say something like, who's interested in getting paid in the fantasy sports arena? Inbox me. Contact me if you would like to earn money playing daily fantasy sports. Now, again, that may sound a little vague. I'm not giving you 100% of the details, and what sometimes happens is people may contact me and then they want me to explain the entire opportunity in the text message, right? And what I'll typically do is say, well, thank you for contacting me. Can you take a few moments to watch a video? Okay, again, this is the right way to do stuff. Okay, and those of you who work with Top Networkers Group, you know I teach this, right? Right. Well, I'll just say video, and I'll tell you guys. You really want to send people to a video presentation. Now, back in the day when I got into the industry, we didn't have internet, we didn't have YouTube, we didn't have fast technology to be able to share information. So we had to bring people to a hotel meeting, and people thought we were being vague then. So it's still sort of that same. You guys are being vague. Okay, trust me, I'm going to explain why we do this in just a moment. So you want to send a prospect to a video. And the video, generally speaking, is going to give them all the information. It's going to tell them the name of the company. It's going to tell them about the industry. It's going to tell them about the product. It's going to tell them about how much they're going to get paid. Right? It's all of the answers. How long the company's been in business, where they're located. That's normally what the video is going to do. These are all the things that they sort of want us to do in the text box. But I'm going to tell you why you can't do that in just a moment as well. So, what typically happens here again, if a person goes to watch the video, they may come back and have more questions. Okay? Or they're ready to get started. Okay? And so, what essentially has happened is You have recruited someone into your opportunity by saying as little as possible to as many people as possible, which means, simply put, if you're going around and you're trying to explain a business that may take 30 to 40 minutes, maybe it takes 20 minutes, and you're doing that with 10 people, well, that's now taking 200 minutes of your time. 200 minutes. Now, you guys can break that down into how many hours that is. I know, 180 hours, okay, is less than 200. Well, 180 minutes. Sorry, which is, I believe, um, 3 hours there, right? Just talking to 10 people. Okay. Now imagine if you have to really talk to 100 people. Just think about the management of your time and how important it is that you're not out here dragging yourself down trying to get people into your opportunity. And this is what so many folks do. This is why so many people don't make money, because they feel like I've just spent 3 hours talking to 10 people and no one was interested. 3 hours. I don't know if I want to go spend another 3 hours or another 3 hours, right? So you have to learn how to talk to 100 people in 20 minutes. For example, you guys, okay? I'm just, what I'm saying, trying to help you understand that a lot of this is for time management's sake. That's part of it. The other reason, though, that we do it this way is this is called sorting, okay? Okay, this is again is how you figure out who's actually really serious because again, time management matters. You as the business owner, you as the person who's growing your business, how many people do you want joining your team who aren't really serious? How many people do you want signing up with you that aren't really motivated, who you're going to have to call every day, who you're going to have to ask them to recommit every day, every week? How many people do you want on your team like that? Okay? And the answer is for most of you, very few if possible. You want motivated business partners who are going to do what they have to do on a daily basis, whether you ask them to do it or not. And in order to find these people, unfortunately, okay, look, I didn't create the rules here. I'm just born into this society and we understand how people think. And the way people think, if they're unwilling to watch a video for information, they're telling you, I'm really not that serious. I don't really want to know that bad. I'm not really that interested to where I'm going to inconvenience myself for 5 minutes to learn how I can make money in the daily fantasy industry. All right. Next. Hold on. Okay. So next, what you have to understand about it is the process is sort of helping you so that you don't have to do everything. This is a leverage principle. Okay. And this is just a good business concept for you to understand. You don't want to have to be the person doing every single job. You don't want to have to not only find people to look at your business, but also explain your business too, and then also be the person answering questions. That's just working yourself too hard. One of the things that we believe in this industry is teamwork, and so again, using a video, utilizing others within your team helps you paint a picture of your business as much bigger than just you. Okay, that's something you want to do. You want to make your business seem bigger, because let's say that you just got started. Okay, you are all you have. You don't really have a business yet, right? You're growing it. You're talking to people about it. So they don't. So you don't want them to judge your business based on you, right? You want to get you yourself out of the way. And so again, this is sort of some reasons here for why we do it this way. Now again, I understand to a lot of prospects this may seem secretive, like you're hiding something, and this is sort of where the whole inspiration to do this video came from. Is someone asked that question, like, why you guys do that? You look like you're doing something illegal, like you're asking people to do something that isn't right because you won't just give all the information out on your page. Um, And again, I understand that perspective. Again, so many people that I've trained to do things this way have said, I don't want to do it that way. I just want to tell them the opportunity. I want to do the presentation, and they want to spend the 20, 30 minutes per person. Okay. Because they feel like they don't want to hide anything from anybody. And I get that. But let's talk about some of the reasons why you don't want to do it. Okay. Okay. So the first example that I already gave you above is sorting. Okay. Let's go here. Put this in the center. We want you guys to get something good out of this here. Okay. Let's see here. I think I want to go. Okay. So all right. So that first reason, time management, we've already covered that. That's mostly for you as the business owner. This is the one reason that you don't want to do it because you want to be respectful of your own time, first and foremost. You don't want to waste your time explaining this business, whatever it is that you're doing, to anyone who isn't absolutely interested. Okay, so that is one of your skills as a network marketer is to find people who are really interested, to really test people's interest. Like, are you really interested? Are you really and truly interested? Okay. Like, look, we aren't here to drag anyone to freedom. We're looking for people that want to run to freedom with us. That's what we're looking for. So you don't want to drag anyone. If you have to beg anyone to look at a business on how they can improve their income, on how they can improve any area of their life, you don't want to spend too much time there. Okay, so time management, that's the number one reason why you don't want to just give out all the info. Okay. Second, duplication. One of the prime principles, again, of network marketing is duplication. Doing something that everybody can do. Okay, making sure that everyone can do it matters. Okay, so for example, you might be one of the best eloquent speakers in the world. Okay, you may be able to do a presentation that's so awesome and so inspiring and so motivating, but the people you recruit can't. They're not inspirational. They're not motivational. They can't string words together like you can. Okay, how are they going to duplicate you? How are they going to build a business like yours if they have to do all that stuff? If they have to do 20-minute presentations, right? So for all of you out there who want to do a presentation for 20 minutes, who love to talk, there's a bunch of people that you're going to recruit who don't. So understanding the process of doing things right helps you with duplication. It helps you teach other people how to do what you do so they can bring people and customers into the organization. Isn't that what you want? Isn't that what you want? Okay? So you have to keep that in mind. Okay? That everyone that you recruit might not have time to spend talking to people for 20 minutes, 30 minutes each. Okay? So if you could teach them how to build a business in increments of 10 to 15 minutes a day, okay, now you are presenting something to someone that fits into anyone's schedule, even if they're super busy and only have 15 minutes in the day. A bunch of people you recruit are going to have way more than 15 minutes. You tell them a way to spend 15 minutes recruiting someone total, where they really only do about 5 minutes, where you can kind of talk to three people in that 15-minute span. And then over the course of maybe 5 days a week, you're talking to 15 prospects a week, which of course over the course of a month turns into 60 prospects a month that you've actually went out and spoken to, and you've only spent 15 minutes with each. And you give that to a person who's looking for a way to make more money. Now you're giving them a duplicatable turnkey business. Okay, so those are two reasons off the jump of why you don't want to just give out all the information. But here's another reason, and this is one I don't really like to go into, but I'm gonna be honest with people. People are shady. I'm gonna underline this one. People are shady. Okay? In network marketing, we get paid to refer people to a product and or service. And so if we're out talking about a company and someone hears about that company, and nowadays, again, in 1999, when I got into this to this industry, we had no internet that was this fast. We had no video. We you had to take people to a meeting to get information. So you can sort of kind of get away a little bit at least with talking about your company and your name, the products and services. You can sort of kind of do that, okay? Back then. Now we have the internet. Everyone has 4G. Everyone has blazing fast speed. So if you tell someone, "Hey, I'm an ACN," you don't have to tell them anything else. As soon as they learn the name of your company, they can go online, research the company, find someone making money in that company, and sign up with that person rather than you. So you as a network marketer, now you're spending all this time telling people what business you're in, not getting any signups. And this is the main reason why, ladies and gentlemen, because people are shady. That's right. A lot of people out there don't understand that this is not what you're supposed to do. They go find someone making a bunch of money. They sign up with that person because their thinking is, I don't want to work with you, Joe. You're broke. You just learned about this. You don't have what it takes to make this thing work. I'm gonna go with the number one money earner in the company because they've proven it, they've shown it, and that's where people go to because again, people are shady. They're shady. They don't have that same respect of Joe. You told me about this, so I'm gonna sign up through you. Okay, and it's not always their fault. Again, this is the society we're in. They don't know better. So I'm not sharing that to make you dislike people. What I'm telling you this for is so you can do a better job of guarding your business, of understanding that you want to use the approach that we tell you. Say as little as possible to as many people as possible because it works and also because people are shady. It's unfortunate. If you tell someone what company you're in or what product you're selling, they'll go out and look for other products and they'll buy something else because this is how people are. Look, I don't make the rules here, you guys. Okay? And there are other reasons. Again, maybe someone doesn't like you personally for whatever reason that may be. Maybe they don't like your race. Maybe they don't like your gender. Maybe they don't like your orientation. Okay? People have their reasons for things that they do, and they may hear you talking about a business, and again, they'll go look for someone that looks like them or looks like what they're into to work with them instead of you. So now you lose out on your referral. You lose out on the reward that is actually due to you for the work you've done. They would not have heard about the company, the product, or the service if it had not been for you. But now that they have, they're off running, signed up with someone who doesn't know them, who doesn't have that same relationship with them, who probably doesn't care about them as much as you would have. Okay? And yet, this is what happens all the time in network marketing. And so, it's up to you as the business person presenting your business to do it the right way. Again, your job is not to explain the business to anyone, whatever business you're in. Your job is to find people who are interested in looking at your business, sorting. Okay? If you go through the process of sorting, of asking a couple of vague questions like, hey, who wants to make some extra money this year? And they contact you and you say, hey, go to this video, and they say, you're trying to hide something from me. Please understand that they just don't understand. They're just not really, they're just not that serious. They probably have a job. They're probably doing okay now. They're just being curious. They're just, sounds like something I'll look into. They're not really going to act anyway. If someone is a paycheck away from living on the street, and you tell them to go watch a video for 5 minutes that might change their situation in life has them at a point where they'll go spend 5 minutes watching that video. And that's who you want. You want someone who's going to actually take action, not someone who's going to kick tires. Thank you, as always, for watching topnetworkersgroup.com.